Welcome back, folks. It's the beginning of November. In fact, it's the 5th of November. So remember, the 5th of November, when we're just going to review this beer. How about that? This is the Augustiner Maximator. Now, I'll tell you, I couldn't find the Oktoberfest version of Augustiner. So I had to find what I could. Of course, this is a Maximator. This is one of the 6 breweries that we've talked about that is in the Oktoberfest in Munich. We couldn't find the Oktoberfest version. So we're going to drink Maximator. We're going to find out what makes this tick, and we're going to do it on... Okay, folks. Well, we've got our Augustiner Doppelbock right in front of us. Now remember what a Bock is. A Bock is German for goat, or loosely translated to goat. So we've got our Doppelbock here. We've got Maximator. Yes, like Arnold, he's a Maximator. That's right. Yeah, I'm not going to do my Arnold impression again. Anyhow, let's go ahead and crack this open. Let's find out what makes it tick. How shall we? Go ahead and open it. Now, I'm going to open it. It's got a crown cap on it. By the way, in case you ever wanted to know, there's no difference between a crown cap, that's when you open the bottle opener, and a screw cap. They're the same thing, with the exception that you can easily open a screw cap with your feet, with your hands, versus having to find a bottle opener. Now, as for me, I've got 4 of them on my keychain, literally. Anyhow, we're going to open this one up and find out what makes it tick. Okay, I don't know if you could hear that, but that was an excellent little slurp of sound. And I've got a nice, beautiful little gold cap there. I'm going to sit that right here. It's kind of a decoration. How about that? Okay, and I put that aside. Now, today, I'm using a glass that I got from Southern Side Brewing. I don't know if you can see that, but Southern Side Brewing here in Greenville. It's a nice little venue that I went to with one of my friends, and we had some excellent beer. We actually had a Märzen that was very close to style, and we had a really, really good conversation with the brewmaster there, or at least one of the brewmasters. But that was very enlightening. I enjoy going to breweries, and yes, I'll be going to breweries sometime coming up shortly. But let's go ahead and find out what this is about. Oh, lovely. Ooh, I can smell it already. I'm going to pour it down the side here because I expect this to develop a really strong head. And I'm doing it in sort of a tulip goblet today. It doesn't have to be. Remember, I'm not so much the beer purist that I want my beers to be in the correct glass. Nonetheless, I wanted something like this so I can smell it. The shape of the glass comes up to kind of a curve and a little bit smaller opening to concentrate those flavors that are coming up from the bubbles. Now, it is dark. I'm going to say, what would be the color? It's not quite the color of Coca-Cola naturally. It's going to be a little bit lighter. It's not the color of iced tea or tea. I mean, it could be if you were having a real strong tea, but it's kind of a darker color, okay? And if you can see it, I don't think you can, but if you can see it, that would be, of course, the color. I'm going to say the SRM is pretty high. That's the standard reference model for this. It's really dark, okay? So now, remember, we judge off the 5 categories: the aroma, the appearance, the taste, the mouthfeel, and of course, the overall impression. We're going to get into this at Maximator, all right? Beer, it is 7.5% alcohol by volume. At least that's what it is on the label. So it's a little strong. It's really, really going to be strong. Let's do the aroma. Ah. Malty, yes, malty, sweet. You remember, I always like to say it in terms of fruit flavors or that such. It's going to be a little bit more of a raspberry, a little bit more of a strawberry, some sort of a berry like that. And yes, I'm going to say it like this. It's going to smell a little bit more like jam. So if you have like strawberry jam or fig jam, fig preserves, anything like that, Yeah, I'm going to say it's more like a fig now. Okay, I have fig trees out the back. I've got plenty of figs. And when I smell those those figs, when I make it into a fig jam or a fig preserve, it's going to smell much like it. So maybe strawberry is definitely going to be a fig smell. Yes, fig smell. Okay, so that's always good because I love figs. I love those trees. Anyhow, so let's have the appearance. Now we've looked at this before. I said that the descriptive of actually it's about, well, I wouldn't say it's as dark as a bottle, but let's say it's just about as dark as what would be like a Budweiser bottle or some domestic bottle. Very brown. This is kind of a greenish brown glass. Not quite the good description of it. Um, I'm gonna say like dark leather. Okay, like saddle, like a deep saddle, dark leather. Okay, that's a very good descriptor there. How about that? Now let's try the taste. Oh wow! Oh wow! Believe it or not, I was expecting a fruit like strawberry or raspberry. None of that. Actually, I get a little bit of an apple flavor, and that's not unusual. One of my favorite beers has a little bit of an apple flavor to it. Yeah, like a red apple, like a Macintosh apple or something like that. Something, if you're in Washington State, those apples that they grow there, which are excellent, by the way. And that, of course, the comes from the malt, that flavor there too, and a little bit from the yeast. Now, it's got a little bit on the back end. Um, I'm going to say it's got a little bit more of a bite to it, a little bit more of a metallic taste on the end, especially around the back end of the tongue. It's not a bad off. It's not even off flavor. It's not even a bad flavor. It's just that that the combination of the water and the yeast, hops actually, the water and the hops, you get that tinge of metallic taste to it. Now again, that's not bad. In this beer, it's really good. It's we'll talk about the mouthfeel in just a few minutes. Speaking of mouthfeel, I can't speak. Yeah, definitely the apple, definitely tasting the malt, definitely tasting that little bit of a bite right there at the end. So yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, when I breathe in and out a little bit afterwards, I can absolutely detect the hops. I am going to try to see if I can find out what hops they used in this, but I want to see. Um, I wanted to see what kind of flavors that I get when I breathe in and out. I kind of you'll see me chewing a little bit. And right now, when I chew a little bit, I'm definitely getting that malt hop mixture. And it's got some carbonation to it, which is good because it makes me burp. Yeah, okay. So yeah, the flavor excellent naturally. I'm going to be tasting that Bavarian water. And water makes an absolutely huge difference in how a beer is going to taste. And again, I've got a little story on that one. Hopefully someday I'll give that to you. But suffice it to say that water will make an incredible difference. And in fact, that's one of the reasons why they only have the 6 breweries that go into the Oktoberfest is because the water comes from the Munich area. Even the one like Einger, which is sort of kind of southeast of Munich, that's not completely included into the Oktoberfest, even though it does have its Oktoberfest style to it. And it is in Bavaria. So it uses the same water, it uses that good, clean Bavarian out mountain water. Yeah, that's lovely, lovely, lovely. Definitely figs. Okay, in terms of the mouthfeel, it is dry. It's not going to be overly sweet or cloying, okay, especially with the carbonation in it. That carbonation is going to take away any cloying that you have. And the hops. The hops pull back on that sweetness, and it pulls back and it keeps that cloying from getting in your mouth and making you feel like you just chewed a candy or something. So yes, definitely. It's got a more dry, kind of a dry to medium dry mouthfeel to it. Okay. Now, overall impression. Okay. Again, like the Oktoberfest Munich beer styles, this is a Munich German beer. This is one of the ones that are in the Oktoberfest. I mean, come on, you can't beat it. You just simply can't beat it. It is absolutely fantastic. It's dead to style. It's a Doppelbock that is just unbelievable. Augustiner Bräu, I believe it's Bräu. Okay. München. Okay, I can't pronounce that very well. But anyway, definitely say overall impression for the Maximator. Definitely go get it. Okay. I'll be back. Okay, I had to at least do one. Yeah, just leave it in. I don't care. Anyhow, now for the beer specs.
Augustiner Bräu, one of Munich's oldest and most esteemed breweries, boasts a rich history dating back to 1328, when the Augustinian monks established it. Over the centuries, it has become a prominent institution in the world of Bavarian beer. The brewery's story began with the Augustinian Brotherhood, who originally brewed beer to support their monastery. What started out as a humble undertaking in their cloister gradually expanded to cater to the broader community. This marked the genesis of the Augustiner Bräu tradition. In 1759, the secularization of Bavaria led to the dissolution of many religious institutions, including the Augustinian monastery. However, the brewery continued to thrive under private ownership. This period saw significant innovations in brewing techniques and expansion of the Augustiner brand. In 1829, Anton and Teresa Wagner, a brewing family from Attaching near Freising, acquired the brewery. Since then, the brewery has been a middle-class, family-owned private brewery. Fast forward to the 19th century, and the Augustiner Bräu gained a reputation for its quality and consistency. It became a prominent participant in Munich's Oktoberfest, which further propelled its popularity. The 20th century brought its own set of challenges and transformations. World wars and economic upheavals tested the brewery's resilience, but Augustiner Bräu persevered, maintaining its commitment to traditional brewing methods and high-quality ingredients. Today, the brewery remains committed to its heritage and principles. It has earned a dedicated following, not only in Munich, but across the globe. Augustiner Bräu's beers, known for their classic, full-bodied flavors, are enjoyed by beer enthusiasts worldwide. Augustiner Bräu Maximator. Maximator, an authentic Doppelbock, pours a deep reddish-brown hue with aromas of plum and turbinado sugar and flavors of raisins, caramel, and Concord grapes. Lots of sweetness while maintaining balance. A pleasant, dark Doppelbock of monasterial origin, especially suited for festivities during the chilly season. Alcohol by volume, 7.5%. SRM, 33 to 37. IBU, roughly 34.
All right, folks. Hope you enjoyed that little segment there, the beer specs. I always like doing those because I learned something about the beer. And I want to say thank you for being here today. Remember, subscribe, all right? Ring that little notification bell. Give us a thumbs up. Give us some love. Tell us what you want us to do for our next segment. If there's a beer you want us to review, if there's something you want to see next time, if there's anything, you got a comment, plus, minus, or otherwise, definitely leave it. I do read them, okay? So thank you very much. Remember, the beer review logbook. Take it with you, put it in your pocket. I don't have any pockets here, but take it with you and write down your beer experience there, at whatever brewery, as well the Upstate Ale Trail. And I'm still trying to find out if this is in different areas. But if you're ever in the upstate of South Carolina, you can definitely go and to one of the breweries that are listed there. Write your experience, tick it off, say I was here. Wonderful. As well, if you can find it, I wish you can. I tried to see if I can find another version of it online, and I may even still write them and say, hey, listen, can you make that a PDF version? This is a Total Wine, Total Guide to Beer. This one's 12 years old, a little tattered, but it's my beer Bible, and I trust it implicitly. As well, the beer review score sheet, okay? This is from the Beer Judge Certification, okay, program. It is a beer review score sheet, gives you areas to write your review here. As well, any off flavors, I want to make sure you can see this. The link is in the description. In fact, the link to all these are in the description below too. So go ahead and take that, print that out, fold it up, put it in your pocket, take it to your next beer adventure. Write your experiences down. Come back and put it in your logbook. How about that? And remember, subscribe, right? Ring that notification bell, ding, 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 right? Give us a thumbs up, right? Give us some love. Let us know what you think. Remember, you got a beer you want us to try? Tell us about it. We're more than happy to see what we can find for you. And again, we want to say Prost, Slancha, Chin Chin, Kanpai, Salud, and of course from America, cheers. Lovely stuff. Peace, love, and beer.